Hey everybody. Hope everybody's doing well and had a good weekend so far. Temperature is definitely dropping. Hey SLC, you doing all right, Brian? The temperature's dropping. Hey Mr. Steve. We had technical difficulties with Frugal Farmer making it. We've been in communication several times today and he's had truck trouble and wasn't able to make it here. But we'll try to get him rescheduled and get him back, we'll get it back lined up. It's looking like Mr. Steve's gonna try to come pay us a visit earlier than we was thinking. Hey, Mr. Gordon, did I miss anybody coming in? Hey, Walsh Farms, you doing all right, Tony? Hey, Scott. Hey, Bagwell. Appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate all y'all guys and gals dropping in and hanging out with us for a little bit. Hey, Rowdy. Frugal Farmer's had trouble with his truck. He's been trying all day. I've been talking with him several times, but he wasn't able to get everything put back together to make it. Hey, Carolina Tony. I offered to go to his place and do it, but he don't have good internet. And he didn't know about how my service on my cell phone would work, so we'll try to line it up another day. No, I think it's a Toyota truck he's got. $65 degrees? No, it ain't no 65. I think it's 47. And it's 47 degrees in my shop. And 47 is cold when it was 80 yesterday. But this is the only coat that I wear. So when it gets down to 15 degrees and raining, this is the same coat that I'll be haying up with on the open tractor. Yeah, it does feel colder in here. And the metal building does feel colder than it normally is outside. Hope I didn't miss nobody's name. Thin-blooded. Hey, Mr. Monty. You don't like the cold either. I don't mind the cold, but like I said, I wear one coat and a t-shirt, blue jeans every day, and normally just regular leather boots, slide-on boots. But our weather is nothing like y'all's. Yeah, I don't think we didn't have much fall either. Makes your muscles tense up in the cold. I think it's supposed to be upper 60s and 70s this week, I think. No, that minus stuff, Mr. Steve, we don't do that around here. It'd be an awful terrible place to live if we had minus temperatures in the winter and 100 with 800% humidity in the summer. This would be a terrible place to live. I'm probably gonna cut a little more still. Don't know that it's gonna dry, but we're probably gonna cut it and go for it. Had a guy contact me earlier today wanting us to rebale some hay for him. If he's gonna bring the hay to us, and we'll see how that works out. Hey Mark, I didn't see you come in, buddy. Warm weather's over. My phone's doing something weird. It ain't showing me nobody's in here now. But I know people's here because y'all commenting, so I'm not going to worry with it. -4 last winter. So there's somebody next to you that wraps it, Brian? Yeah, I still see the comments. I know that's just a glitch or something on my phone. Yours did it in the big rig. Yeah, I remember you saying something about wanting nobody in there. It'll freeze dry. Yeah, I think that guy that called, I think he's wanting to bring like 60 round bales to start with, and we're going to rebale that, and he wants to see how it works out, and then we'll go from there. Bought a tube-line wrapper. I don't know much about it either. I've wanted to try some, but I can't find nobody right in my area that does it. I like to have a single wrapper myself so I could use it to wrap the hay to store it outside, so it would stay good and not weather bad. Then I could put up a lot more hay. I won't have to worry about it getting rained on and stuff. Demo a wrapper. I've never seen one out of nowhere for sale around. I'm sure they could get them though, probably. If y'all guys are just coming in, shoot us a thumbs up if you would. Saw his favorite bell burning in a post. Hey Mike, appreciate you dropping in. Computer help. That's something that a lot of people need, is computer help, especially me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to share that video, Brian. I'm gonna have to go ahead and, I was cleaning my phone out 2 or 3 times since the expo, and I've kept it in there. I said I better keep that video just in case. Epsom salt in a 5-gallon bucket. You must be real sore if you got the Need a 5-gallon bucket. South Carolina Mike. Your comment got deleted. Y'all guys is too rough on them. Gerraldfarms from Ohio. You in Florida. We went down to Georgia a couple weeks ago, Mike, to an ag expo. Hey, Southern Dirt. Recorded your monthly update video. Oh, they sent you a message telling you that they was going to take your comment down? Cartersville, Georgia. Yeah, now it's showing we got one person and one thumbs up. We've got probably one day this week we're going to go over and check all the antifreeze and everything. Just to make sure that if anybody added water to something, that the antifreeze and stuff's still good. It says 16. That's good. Like I said, mine just shows 1, but I know y'all in here. Hey, Fun on the Farm. Appreciate you dropping in. You have a lot of winterizing to do. Yeah, we're going to go over everything and check it out. And like at our log cabin and stuff, we disconnect the water and blow all the lines out with a air compressor to make sure nothing don't freeze up. Sprayer and pumps. Yeah, on our sprayer, we run a gas pump to spray all of our chemicals and liquid nitrogen on our pastures and hay fields. And what I do is I drain it and I take burnt motor oil where we've changed the oil in something, and I'll fill the pump about half full. Then I'll start it up for a few minutes and let that oil, the impeller, spin it all around the housing. Then in the spring, we'll drain it out and flush it. And so far, that's the best way that I found to keep the liquid nitrogen and stuff from eating the pumps up. Used to live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That's what your neighbor does also. Yeah, we used to try flushing them out to get the nitrogen out of them and then just let them sit open with nothing in them. There ain't no restrictions in our area. No, we have no restrictions on spraying liquid nitrogen, other than they want you to, to stay buffers off of your ditches and stuff like that. Hey, who dat? Y'all don't have any either, Brian? I've never heard of no restrictions on it. I wouldn't have never even thought of anybody having any restrictions. Do y'all have any restrictions on your granular or pelletized? Fertilizers and stuff? Anyone who spreads. Let's take courses and get certified. Excuse me. Well, if that's the case, will they only let you apply what the land calls for, like off of your soil sample reports? That would be weird, or seems like it would for us for not having to do that. Hey, John and Case. We do sponsor a car, and I raced myself up until a few years back, John. But I just really love racing and still toying with the idea of building us another dirt car. Yeah, some of the chemicals that we spray, you have to have a license to purchase them. Hey, Rocky Run. So you can put out all the granular nitrogen you want, as long as you don't mess with liquid. Well, liquid's tough on equipment. I can tell you that. Like I said, we've burned up a lot of pumps because of it. The neighbors would like to restrict when you use chicken litter. Algae blooms. In Louisiana, you have to have a license to buy a 2,4-D. No, you don't have to have 2,4-D here's straight off the shelf. EPA's been cracking down in your area. Which a lot of times I won't spray stuff. I mean, there's a lot of times that I would want to spray more, but a lot of times my buddies have tobacco or cotton that butts right up to some of our hay fields, so I'll be respectful of the neighboring land that joins up to where we at. Piss your dad off when you buy it. Tractor Supply. Because some of that stuff will burn up tobacco and cotton pretty easy, what I understand. So we try to do our spraying as early as we can so we get along as good neighbors. Yeah, a lot of ground's been stripped, that's for sure. People will rob a bunch of nutrients out and leave the land, and then if you pick it up, you got to spend a lot of money to get it back to produce. Cleaning out chicken houses this week. Well, Mr. Steve can stop by and bring us a truck bed load. No, he'll have the thing in his truck. He won't better haul much. $200 inches of snow. Yes, there is, Rocky Run. It's hard to keep up with them. That's where I rely on my buddy that farms a lot, big time farming. If I have any questions, I call him up and he'll let me know what I need to try and what's new or what worked best for him last time. We've never put any chicken litter out on any of our farms so far. We agreed to do it on one small farm this year as a test, but then the landowner didn't like the ideal of it being spread that close to their house, so I understood and we just didn't try it. Can be hit and miss if it's been treated. Helps it stay in place through high moisture. Like this summer, it turned so dry, it was a good wet spring, then once it turned summer and got hot, we didn't get no rain to speak of for, I don't know, 2 months or better. And then when we cut the hay and seen the rain coming on in the forecast, we went and sprayed nitrogen, and I think we got like 4 or 5 inches of rain. So that probably didn't help much. A lot of it leached off, I'm sure. Makes everything but your wallet grow. It should help your wallet though, Gordon. Being you got chicken houses. Manure is an excellent source of fertilizer. Your wallet empty. Well, you're in the right club then. Should fit right in. Sounds like a bunch of us has got the empty wallet syndrome. That ain't your sticker, Brian. You didn't ever send me a sticker, Brian. I had the black market one. I had to steal it, yeah. Didn't you say that last week, Bagwell, that y'all was gonna sell some calves? If you did, how did y'all come out on it? Because we still holding off on selling any. Hey, Farmall, Boom. Farmall's in the house. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Yeah, we still holding off on selling any calves right now. Brian never sent you one either. Man, he was giving him stickers and shirts and everything away at that Ag Expo. And I'm sitting in the car with him and practically begging for a shirt and a sticker. Brought me right back and threw me out with nothing. And then gonna hammer me about putting something spelled wrong in a video. Till the holidays. Preconditioning some. Yeah, y'all, Walsh Farms, Tony Walsh is the one that hosted us when we went to Georgia. He just dropped a video earlier today on the cane syrup. He actually sent us a bottle of it earlier, and it is delicious, and he's doing a giveaway. So if any of y'all want to try to win a bottle of that syrup, go over to Walsh Farms and check that video out, and some stickers he's giving away. Shirts too. Oh, no, the stickers is what Brian give him. Yeah. Yeah, if y'all want, that syrup is real good. It's got a different taste, but a good different taste. It's very good. That syrup's real good, Farmall. I'm still eating pancakes every morning trying to eat up that syrup. Well, you need to get some of that cane. Yes, sir. It's very good. He'll, even if you don't win it, he can get you hooked up with whoever. I think it's his cousin that makes it. You'll take a 2X, any color's fine. Thinking about a billboard. That'll work. Don't make it too big. I'm gonna add on to the side of my shop here just as soon as I can, so I can put all my oil filters and stuff in it where the dust and stuff don't get on it, and put my computer and have somewhere to do my live streams at. Mark's just got up a harvesting video. And I'm planning on doing the drawing for the hats. I'm probably going to release that video Thursday. And if Mr. Steve comes then, I might try to sneak him into that video, put him to work. No, I'm not going Hollywood. That way I can have heat and air. I can have a little heater in there and I won't be cold, and in the summer I won't have to have a fan blowing. Take up the whole background. No, we'll have to Photoshop it then back. We'll make it a little smaller. You're hanging off the tractor. Now my phone's showing no people in here and no thumbs up. You'll be back. For y'all just coming in, Frugal Farmer was supposed to be here tonight, but he had truck trouble and wasn't able to get it fixed in time to make it here. But we'll try to get it lined up again for another Sunday and have him on. You can fly on the tractor. 18 watching and 7 thumbs up. Ain't it so weird how that thing will show you different stuff? But what's different? It's the same phone on the same. Nothing's different. And when you get off, like when we was in Georgia at Tony's house, I showed Brian and Mr. Tony, like when I hit the end button, just say it showed 100 views. And then it takes 10 or 15 minutes for it to save it to my channel. It would drop it down to like 60 views. What happened to them other 40 views? "17 watching, 19 likes." But if you're in here and you haven't thumbed up, shoot us one. Oh my goodness, Rowdy, I hope that ain't right. I wanted up before it was over. John Case, appreciate you coming in. I don't know if I've seen your name yet tonight. There was a couple day chance of rain, which last week we got showers probably three or 4 days out of the week, so we weren't able to cut that last 40 acres. We done some rebaling. The temperature is dropping here in South Carolina right now. Who dat? I think it was like 47 out here when I started the live. I think it's supposed to get to 39 tonight. 38, 39. Upper 60s about all this week for highs, and upper 30s and lower 40s for the lows at night. $36 there now. The lowest I've seen so far here, I think, was 38. So far this year. The clock's still working too, Mr. Tony. Y'all, I just about lost my drone at the cotton gin video the other day. 22 yesterday morning. Yeah, we went to that cotton gin. Then people was very nice and welcomed us in and walked us through. And I tried for like 3 hours to edit the audio on that thing, to try to take some of the background noise out so y'all could hear him explaining stuff better. And that was the best I was able to get it. I even edited it and saved it and then went back and tried to do it again, and I wasn't able to get it no better. It says 9. No, I ain't changed it. I don't never change the clock. My last Ford truck I had, I couldn't figure the radio I put in it out. And I drove it for probably 7 years with the, never changed it. I just knew it would be an hour off half of the time. That's sad, ain't it? But yeah, I recorded that cotton gin. Then I launched my drone. It was about not quite a mile away to the yard where they store the cotton at. And I flew the drone there, and I went up to about 200 foot, so I knew I should be higher than any tree. And I was probably 150, 200 meters away from me, and it started beeping. I reckon the wind, it was showing like 60 knots, and it just took it. And I tried to spin it around and get it back where I could see the cotton gin, but I never could see it. And I think the furthest I seen it was like 700 meters, and I panicked and just hit the return to home. And luckily it come back. Hey, Ricky. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. There's a sparkling. Did I miss somebody else coming in while I was chatting? Yeah, I never used the return to home, and I wasn't sure what it was going to do, especially with that wind, because down at the ground where I was at, the wind wasn't blowing. But it made it back. And it come down about 3 foot from where it took off at. If it wasn't for that, though, that baby would have been gone. That would have been a lost drone. So I was so nervous then, I didn't even put it back up to try to get footage of the gin from the outside area. I was too nervous. I put it in the car and left it. Double AFF in the house. Boom. Yeah, he's an expert at putting them in the trees. And I mean, no way I turned that drone could I see the top of that gin. And that gin is up higher than the trees. I should have been able to see it. But I was panicking, I'm not going to lie. I'd be nervous when I fly mine, especially when I'm somewhere new and I don't know the terrain. And when I wasn't able to see nothing to come back. You buying a drone tomorrow? I will make sure I got one that had the GPS and stuff on it for them all, because that sure saved my butt. Wednesday this past week. Yeah, Bagwell's tore at least one of them up that I know of. You and Andy have a competition on hanging drones in the trees. A Phantom 3. That was what I was gonna get originally. Then I run up on the deal on the Spark that I got. The main thing that I don't like about mine is the flight time. Anything other than that, I haven't found nothing I don't like. Yeah, no, it wasn't windy, Mark. Like I said, where I was standing on the ground, you didn't even feel the wind. But once it got higher in them trees and just out of sight, it took off. Smack the power pole on your first flight. I think Andy started the trend. Yeah, there's no way I would try to drive something and fly mine. Y'all's money must come a lot easier than mine. My head's hiding your sticker again, Brian. Yeah, y'all's money's different than mine. I mean, $400 or $500 is a lot of money to tear up. Can't handle it. Demolished a $1,200 drone. Mavic Mini. And the Mini's supposed to have a 30-minute fly time. That's good. I like that fly time. To start with, that 12 or 13 minutes felt like a long time on mine, but now that you're trying to record stuff, that 12 or 13 minutes goes by fast. They say the Mini's good in the wind. See, on my tractor, you got the downshift, change gears, clutch, all kind of crazy stuff. I could probably keep the drone going, but I'd crash the tractor. The follow you mode don't work half the time. You got the Mavic Pro. Does the Mavic Pro handle the wind pretty good, Steve and Southern Dirt, y'all guys that's got the Pro? Yeah, it's more of a nighttime problem with Brian, ain't it? Headed up wind warnings and it flew okay. You only flew it once. Did you like try to get it fixed or send it back, or it costs more to fix it than it's worth? We've had just enough rain also that I couldn't do that hay, but also that the guy with the John Deere cotton picker baler, whatever it's actually called, he's not been able to do the cotton either for me to get that video. So maybe if the weather holds up this week, maybe we can get that video. It's a nice video over Lake Ontario last year. fast as it will go. Wow. Yeah, as long as you got another spark, you could use what's off of it to go on it. Hey, Western FI. Holding back their steers right now. We're holding ours back too. We're not going to sell any. I'm holding mine. I'm going to try to... We've got enough hay to feed them through the winter. We'll feed them and see what it looks like in the spring maybe, or midsummer. But we'll definitely have to make a decision before we go into next winter, because not only for the hay purposes, but for pasture purposes, we're going to have more head than we have enough room pasture for. With, you know, accounting for the new ones coming next year. Upstate Southern Dirt, y'all holding y'all's also? I don't really say how many head I got, who dat. That's just one of the few things that I keep personal. But my goal is 250 head. Gerraldfarms, yep, I've seen Andy's channel. We watch his stuff. You got 80 head that need to go. I probably got 60 head of calves that I want to, that I could move, but like I said, we're gonna hold on to them right now. Yeah, I assumed that hat giveaway would have more people wanting the chance to win it. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. But that's part of it. I mean, you can do a video that you think's gonna get a lot of views and it get none, and something that you just put together and put out, and it can get tons of views. You never know. You got 10 or 12 going to the slaughterhouse. But I'll probably do that drawing and make a video probably this coming Thursday, more than likely. So what I'll do is I'll go through and put all the guys that want the John Deere in a cup. I'll put all the guys that want the Massey in a cup. And then I'm going to probably put all the other ones that didn't have a preference. They'll probably go in. I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know if I'm going to put them in each one of them. I don't know exactly how, but we'll figure it out for Thursday. Our views, hardly none of our videos get a ton of views right out the gate. But what I do notice is that over time, you know, I like a lot of different videos continue to get good number of views. But we don't get thousands of views normally right out the gate. A couple of them will get 1,000 or 2,000, but that's normal on my channel. You're right, Mr. Steve. You don't know. I mean, all we can do is continue to make them and the best that we're able and put them up. And maybe people enjoy them and come to it. Subscriptions are slow, but the views is up. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I never thought we would get nowhere next to 2,500 or whatever we at. I never would have imagined that. I would have thought 600 or 700 would have been tops. Stalled at 175. It wasn't long ago I was at 175. That's true, Mr. Steve. A lot of times when I turn a video on, if I'm driving or going somewhere, then I'm not able to comment on them either. I'll let it play, and time I start playing a video, I generally hit the thumbs up. But if I'm driving down the road or doing something, once it starts another one, then it's hard to pay attention and to do it, to stop and comment. Just be consistent. That's the big thing that I see, and what I really believe helps. Hold on, y'all. Sound like that car just took off out of my yard. And there ain't nobody at my house, so I hope that's not the case. But that's what and I also think it's important that when people comment on your stuff, it seems important to comment back. I know, or to me, that's important. If somebody takes the time to to watch my video and leave me a comment on something a video that, I feel obligated to try to reach back out and thank them. A lot of people say, I say that's a cookie cutter response, but I do try to respond back to everyone that I get. Try to reply to all. But I'll say, if you grow your channel slow and you building a good community around you that the people's gonna actually watch your videos, they're not gonna come to your channel just for you to subscribe to theirs. Or that's my opinion now. I don't like getting into that kind of talk, and I never really ever do. But if you'll grow your channel slow and natural, and let it happen how it's gonna happen, then the people that come in and form a community around you, and you get involved in their communities because it's gonna be a lot of the same interests, then it's gonna be true. Your numbers is gonna grow. You're not gonna have, 10,000 or 100,000, blah, 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 and no watch time. If you got one and they real subscribers and watchers, you're gonna have the other one naturally. Been messing with it for 3 years. Somebody just changed their name. Are you the same one that just changed the channel name? Southern Dirt. Somebody just told me a while back they just changed their name. And see, I don't know if that hurts. I don't know. I don't have them kind of answers. I just know that okay. I thought you was the same one. YouTube algorithm puts your channel in your news feed and not SLC. See, I don't know how or why all them. You've been working 60 or 65 hours a week. Yeah, see, when you're working like that, that's the main reason that I got away from doing videos every day. Because it was hard to keep up with really trying to make a living versus doing the YouTube. That's right, Southern Dirt. Like Brian said, if you keep doing it, be consistent. Figure out what days work for you, and if it's 2 days a week, put them videos out at the same time on them days, and then people's gonna get used to it, and YouTube is gonna see that you putting stuff out on a consistent basis and not changing, and it seems like then they'll reward you for it. I don't know, y'all. I'm a country boy from South Carolina that don't know nothing about the internet. Just gotten super lucky so far. But you got to keep it up, Brian. You got to, because see, if you want posting a lot, then you post a lot, then you change again. That's inconsistency that they supposedly don't like. I think that is a lot to do with it, Bagwell. Put them back in the news feed. And like Southern Dirt, I believe. And I mean, all it takes is for YouTube to recommend one of your videos tomorrow, and it can take off, and you could be 1,000 or 600 subscribers, and you know, and do a major jump. It can change over them just clicking a button. Seems like you're gonna try for every other day. Yeah, that every day is a tough task to do. I mean, I've tried it and it was a tough one. That's a good point, Brian, because I was looking earlier today and I think only like 700 people's got my bell rang out of all the subscribers, 2,500 or whatever it is. 40 subs a month. And if you don't go on people's stuff, I mean, what I understand is if you don't be active on the people's channels that you really, if you're not on their channel, that after so long, YouTube will throw you off. You had to resubscribe to Josh. Gained 4 subs here. Good deal. Just like, you know, that's my little 2 cents on the how it works, because I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. Somewhere on the, I'm not good at that stuff, y'all. My wife fusses at me every day for telling her I don't know, but I don't know. I just get on there and click stuff on the YouTube, and I'm scared to death I'm gonna change something. But I'm not gonna learn if I don't play with it. But it's in your YouTube on your computer. And I don't know if that's something you only get once you get monetized or not. I don't know. Gained 10 and lost 10. Yeah, if you watch them numbers all the time, it'll drive you crazy. Because it'll go up and down and up. If anybody's just coming in, shoot us a thumbs up if you would. Because I don't see none still on my end. So what's everybody got planned for this coming week? Keener, you working on firewood? Scott's working. Southern Dirt's burning brush. I really think the Facebook helps, but my honest opinion is you don't get your thumbs up and comments and your interaction with through the Facebook. That's what I've come up with to my conclusion. Delivering 1,000 squares. Have Agco product test. Good deal, Rocky. No, my buddy that I was telling you about when you mentioned that to me, he's checking into it. We couldn't do it. We don't normally do it quite this early yet. We run with the Instagram also, Southern Dirt. I picked the trailer earlier today. I mean, even like I have a YouTube channel and I stay logged into it. And if I'm on my Facebook and say Brian posts a video and I click on it to watch it, it won't let me thumbs up it or leave a comment. It tells me to log in. And I click it to try to see what it wants me to do, and it will never do nothing. So if it's that hard for me and it's that hard for other people, they're not going to take that extra time to get off of there, then go to Facebook or YouTube and leave me a thumbs up. So that's why, I mean, that's just my opinion. Yeah, I think it is going to help and save some money, Scott. And that, I think one of the plants was in Lower's. You can help me with that one day, Brian. Oh yeah, it's still a view. Yes, a view. But like what I understand, in order for YouTube, like the first so many hours is so critical in their system for them to keep sharing it and recommending it to more people. Is, like it needs so many views and so many thumbs up compared to your subscriber count. And to just say the first 3 hours, I'm guessing on the hours because I don't remember. But if you're getting the views, but you're not getting the thumbs up or thumbs down or the comments to match them numbers, then the interaction is not there. Thanks all the guys trying to make it farming. Different format transfer from one to the other. Yep, thank you too, Keener. I couldn't think of nothing else I'd rather do other than farming. I've done a bunch of other stuff throughout my life so far. We was born and up until I was probably 9 or 10, was raised on a farm, and then come back to it 7 years ago or so and started ours. Give a thumbs up before watching to make sure. Like today, for instance, I seen when Boss Farm shared it on Facebook, I went to his and started it, and left him a comment on Facebook and then started the video, but wasn't able to comment or thumbs up. So then I got off and got on YouTube and took care of it. If you like rebelling, check out Western Champlain. Very interesting. All right, Rowdy, I appreciate y'all coming in, buddy. I appreciate all y'all guys and gals dropping in and chatting with us. Hey, Traveling Hoosier. Been a real busy one. All right, guys and gals, I'm fixing to shut her down. It's been like 72 minutes. I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in and watching our videos in the week and supporting us. Hope y'all have a good week. We'll see y'all on the next one.